The usual sea of red here in this spectacular venue has been turned white as we are high above snowy GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in KC. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 26-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 55 is mine, guys. 55. I got one. I got one. Hey, Rimland, Rimland.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Record. Check, 93.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards that time.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They go jet sweep. Washington with it. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 24, Dobbs. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He's going to launch it for Washington. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, check right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Khalif Raymond, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good game. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Go, go, go. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Bring it, bring it.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. A 1st down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Throw caught by Raymond. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Let's go, D. Mike 5-5.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes buying time to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Hey,
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 2nd and a couple, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 87's mine. I got 87. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. 24 is the mic. 6 man.
Now here's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, it's Washington. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. They've got his man complete. The 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 79 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. 15. Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. You don't want none. Give me that. Pick up the ball. Mike, 55. Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
55, blue down.
Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Khalif Raymond as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, it's Washington. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
On play action, it's Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep here for Ebron. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now Dobbs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deone Buchanan. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with a tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Five yards remain on second down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. I got you. I got you.
Yellow. Looking to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On 2nd and 12, Dobbs under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing here, Dobbs. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, it's Balaj. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Some space up to about the 25.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On second down, Dobbs looking deep here for Ebron. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Mecole Hardman. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Completes it to Hardman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to throw here. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
One quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Stay with your man.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll look to throw again. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 15. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, check right, check right. Watch 55. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Mike.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Hey, switch, switch, switch. 15.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Washington. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Balaj. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is He's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Dobbs is throwing. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Boswell for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
He's got a man, complete, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Khalif Raymond, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that.
They've got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll run here with Blanche. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Dobbs. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Dobbs. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, it's Washington. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Dobbs to throw. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground grounded incomplete.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Back to throw Dobbs. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mahomes going to throw it here. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, it's Washington. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check him. Ricky.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Now Balaj. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Ready. 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check pass.
Let's go. Hey, well, Mike 34. Mike 34.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try and run with Balaj. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.